in the Russian, let's say, public sphere, the Wagner Group has been projected by Putin and others as a very strong force, respected, with a significant military record and so on. And on top of this, I think the public realized that some of the concern that Prigozhin has raised in terms of the conduct of the war, the supply of weapons, the training, the role of the generals, the public actually realized that he was most likely was right. So they felt that he was genuine in his attempt to provide to carry out the war in a better way. So that is why I think, and also there could be some people where they felt this could help to bring a quicker end to the conflict. So it's a bit of a mixed picture there. But for me, if I go back, for example, to the failed coup in Turkey in 2016, what you had was immediately civilians running on the streets to stop the military, and some of them actually dying because of this. Well, in Russia, we have seen nobody running on the street to try to protect Putin.
Can I ask you about the international response here too? Because the political instability, as you talk about it, and perhaps only growing if this war continues for longer now, what does that mean in terms of the sort of response the West will be working on in any scenario if there is instability on the ground, given the huge nuclear arsenal?
I don't think there is much at all the West can do, apart from looking at events and trying to be ahead of the curves here in terms of forecasting events. I think there's significant concern in the Baltic republics, especially if the Wagner groups reestablish itself in Belarusia and is employed by the Lukashenko as a potential force to protect the border, as somewhat they have alluded. There is potentially further down the risk if we go in a scenario which I don't think is on the table right now. But if we want to talk about scenario and we think about a meltdown of the Russian system, we might have to deal with a wave of refugees from Russia. Again, we are not there, but we have seen the event of the last 3-4 days have shown how fragile and how sudden events can materialize in a country like Russia, where everything has been sent on one single individual for a very long time.
Wolfango, just in terms of the power struggle, from everything I've read over the years as well, that this Western desire for some form of liberal democracy, Navalny leading some kind of democratic movement to take over from the ultranationalists, that sounds to me like pie in the sky. We need to be very, very careful what we wish for without Putin in power. The alternatives could be more radical, more ultranationalism rather than less. Is that the case, or am I just misreading the situation?
No, I totally agree with you, Stephen. It's not that Putin is an episode in a flourishing story of democracy in Russia. Russia has never been a democracy. And I agree with you, it will be very difficult in the current context, even in the event of a meltdown, to see the emergence of Mr. Nice Guy or nice lady taking over power. No, the risk is that somebody like Putin, or potentially even worse, could emerge in a situation where the country has just been basically suffering a potential military defeat in Ukraine, where the economy is taking a huge toll, and where there is this widespread idea that the West is after Russia, and dismantling this kind of narratives will take a very, very long time. So yes, even if Putin is out, this is not going to be a quick solution to all the problems we have between Russia and the West.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.